All right, if we flip to the back of your paper where it says page 2, it is the same directions, okay? Your notes are missing some words, and you're going to use the answers in red to fill in the blank as you're listening on the different points of view, okay? So let's start with the first person. First person is typically pretty easy. That's when the narrator is the character in the story. The sentence below is showing you, if you were asked the point of view, that it is showing you first person point of view. The sentence, no one can say that I didn't try my best to win the race. So that sentence is showing it is the first person point of view. The narrator is the character in the story. I saw that pronoun I. So that indicates that is first person. Do you see another pronoun saying that has to be first person? I see the word my. So I and my mean whoever's telling the story, the narrator, is telling it in their point of view. We call that first person. Okay, let's move down to second person point of view. Very uncommon type of point of view used. It will probably be more in your high school reading or literature class. The narrator brings you, the reader, into the story while telling it. So that blank second point of view brings you, the reader. The sentence below indicates a sentence showing second person. You are running as fast as your feet will allow. Or the sentence, first, you must pour the soup into the bowl. So both sentences indicate second person point of view. I saw the pronoun you, and I saw your. I saw you again, indicating you are part of the story. Okay? Then we're going to move down to third person. Third person, there's a couple different types of third person. The first one is called third person limited. Third person limited. In this situation, the narrator is not a character in the story. The narrator is limited to telling you only what one character thinks, feels, and observes. The sentence, Sonny ran toward the goal line as fast as he could. He was thrilled to realize that no other players had caught up to him yet. So you learned at the beginning of the year, third person in reading class, but there's a more specific type, third person limited. Okay, that word limited means you only know part of. So in this situation, you only know what one character thinks, feels, and observes. So in this situation, we just know how Sonny feels. We don't know how the other characters feel. Yes, I see the words he and he again and him. That's third person. But more specifically, it's third person limited because we're limited to knowing what one character feels. In this case, his name is Sonny. Okay, there's another type of third person called omniscient. Third person, omniscient. Okay, so it's still third person. In this case, the narrator is all-knowing and not a character in the story. The narrator tells the thoughts and feelings of more than one character when telling the story. Muggsy, the magician's favorite trick, was pulling that annoying cat out by his tail. He thought it was worth every penny he had to pay the little demon for appearing in his act. Flopsy knew that the stupid dog enjoyed this part of the act. He also knew that he would get the last laugh when he used the money the dog paid him to buy the Ronco Thunderclap fireworks sound machine. So we know how Muggsy feels and Flopsy. Again, third person omniscient. The narrator is all-knowing, not a character in the story. We also know, as the narrator tells us thoughts of more than one character. Remember, limited, we just know one character's feeling. Omniscient means all-knowing. Then the last one, third person